Sounds like it is. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Prashanti. Yes, give me the thumbs up. Things have happened before with with this Zoom setup, and sometimes I don't want to just be off and running and then find out you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. All right. Well, welcome. Thank you both for joining tonight. I think it's just the two of you this evening. A couple others couldn't make it this evening, but we are going to enjoy a nice, moving, slow vinyasa flow. So I hope you'll enjoy that. I am recording this evening's practice. So in case you wanted to do it later, then it'll be up on the YouTube channel with all the other previous recordings from the last year and a half, almost 2 years. I don't record every single session, but there are quite a few. So if you ever just want to revisit something we did, or you just need something on a night when we're not together, then feel free to hop on and enjoy those at your leisure. So starting this evening, we're just going to take a comfortable seat to begin. And no special themes tonight. We're just going to be sort of feeling the body, enjoying some movement, warming up, and working out whatever tensions you might be holding in the body, and connecting into breath. That is the most important part of the most important part of a vinyasa practice, is coordinating and synchronizing our mindful movement and intention with the breath. The breath brings in the energy. The breath releases out all that does not serve your higher purpose. And so we really just keep that energy flow moving with our mindful breath work. So beginning, let's just take a comfortable seat. And I invite you for just a moment to close your eyes or bring your gaze softly down your nose. Begin with a breath in. In fact, make it a nice deep breath, pulling it all the way down deep into the base of the belly. And exhale and release. Again, take a nice deep breath in. See if you can lengthen the capacity just a little bit more. Exhale and release. And another deep breath in. Make this the biggest breath you've taken yet today. Exhale and release. And as we take just a moment before we start moving the full body around and assuming some postures, bring your mind's eye to yourself, to the very center of your being, and ask yourself an honest assessment. What do I need for this practice tonight? Do I need to stretch? Do I need to release areas that have been compressed and folded on one another? Or do I need to really open up and expand my energy? Do I need release tension, either mental or emotional or physical tension in some part of your body? Do I want to just warm up and move and forget everything else going on in life tonight? What am I looking for in this practice? And whatever that might be, perhaps create your own intention for practice this evening, and just create a few words in your mind that relate to your intention. We may revisit that intention at various times throughout the practice, and you can kind of keep that as a guidepost to keep you grounded and make this practice meaningful. So we'll just sit for a moment, landing in this spot, creating an intention, and feeling our connection to breath begin. open your eyes. Let your gaze come forward. I'm going to get our music started right here, and we're just going to start with some circles with the shoulders. So just rolling the shoulders forward and back. Starting to feel the upper back muscles engage, maybe stretching and opening as you roll forward and squeezing together as you roll back. So just creating some range of motion in the shoulder, lifting those shoulders up to the ears, rolling them backwards. Feels good already. And already begin to connect your breath with the movement. So feeling the breath flow, feeling the motion begin to warm up your upper body. And then bring your shoulders back down. We're just going to start to circle the whole upper body around. So circling around at the waist and just going around the world and dropping the chest down in the front. And then nice and wide, open it backwards. Exhaling as you come forward. Inhaling as you lean back. So already, whatever your intention was for practice tonight, create a little reminder for yourself. Perhaps it's an affirmation that says, I will, or I intend, or I can. Whatever it is, stick to it with mindfulness this evening. The next time you come forward, change the direction of those circles. Come back around the other way. Just enjoy the feeling of your body starting to loosen up. Warming as you roll from side to side, forward and back. Breathing mindfully. One more time all the way around. And then as you come forward, come all the way back up to the center. Change the crisscross of your legs. Bring them the other way around. And then draw your arms forward, reaching your fingers as far forward as you can with your hands shoulder height. Go ahead. Sometimes it's not easy to change that crisscross the other way. Bring your left arm over the right, cross it at the elbow, and then bring your right forearm straight up. Guide your left arm across the body. Again, keeping everything about shoulder height if you can. Torso is still facing the front. So just move that arm wherever your natural range of motion might be until you find a nice stretch. A nice engaged stretch, but without ever moving to pain or any sort of deep discomfort. Take a breath in. Relax and let your shoulder blades drop down your back. Bring your arms forward and we'll carry that the other side. So right arm crosses at the elbow. Left forearm comes up. And then just guide the arm across the body, straight across, until you've reached the edge of your natural stretch. Take a couple of breaths here. Feeling your shoulder blades open up. One more. And then bring everything back to center again. All right, let's come off of Sukhasana, come onto our hands and knees. Push my blanket out of the way. We might use it a little later. We're going to come to hands and knees position in tabletop and start to move a little bit. So in tabletop position, let's drop the belly down and let the natural wave of the spine begin to engage as we come to cow tilt. Lifting your heart and reaching the heart forward between your arms, almost like your heart wants to reach off the front part of your mat. Relax your hips, let the hips widen. The gluteal muscles are nice and soft here as you just let everything droop down in the center and stretch in the front. And then go ahead and bring your chin to chest as we come to a nice strong cat stretch. Chin is reaching down toward the breastbone, the back of the heart lifting up toward the sky. And then wave it back down. Let's move to cow once again. Now synchronizing with breath, exhale, move it into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale deeply to cat. And we're going to do that 3 or 4 more times. And you can move faster or slower depending on the pace of your breath, how much movement you want to bring into this. But either way, think about your spine being a wave like in the ocean. Carry that wave forward, cresting at the top, and then reaching back and cresting once again. One more time all the way through. And back to cat. Back to a tabletop position. And then from tabletop, take your right foot forward between your hands. Lift your left knee up so that you're in a low runner's lunge. And just start to rock back and forth on the ball of your left foot. Just almost like you're actually on those starting blocks of a runner's position. You're getting ready to launch forward, just kind of feeling a little bit of stretch in the ankle, in the muscles of the feet, the arch. Take a breath here. And then go ahead and step that left foot all the way forward and come to a forward fold. From forward fold position with your feet about hip distance apart, let your head drop down. Keep lifting up through the abs, but let your shoulders relax and your upper body be loose and free. Lift up halfway, bringing your fingers just below your knees, and reach the crown of the head forward, front of your mat, tailbone reaching back. Navel reaching in towards your spine, nice strong core, and then just let your shoulders release back down and toward your waist. So you're creating some extra space between the ears and the shoulders, lengthening through your neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and hinge forward at your hip crease and fold. Inhale will come all the way up, lifting your arms forward, up and overhead. Exhale, take it into a slight back bend, just lifting your heart, reaching it forward. Chin rises ever so slightly. Inhale, back to upward facing hands. Connect your palms at the top of your head. I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but I have my hands connected and reaching up. And we're just going to create some circles with the arms and shoulders. So circling the hands around, getting the shoulders involved. Now starting to involve the ribs as well. So we're rolling those ribs around and circling the hands. Beautiful. Bring them back to the center. And exhale, dive forward and forward fold. Inhale, slide your hands up the shins once again. Flat back in Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale and fold. Step your feet back and take it to downward facing dog. Reaching your hips high, lifting your heels off the mat. Really stretching and extending through the spine. Let your head relax. Deep breath in with intention. Exhale, release it out. Inhale, come forward, drop those knees down and come to tabletop position once again. Take one round of cat-cow, inhaling for cow, exhaling for cat. Inhale back to table once again, And then bring your left foot forward. Just bring the right knee up and come to runner's lunge once again. A little side note for those on my Zoom practice, looks like we're going to have another bad storm hitting in just a few minutes. So if for any reason we lose our connection, my apologies. Hopefully this will not affect us in our practice tonight. So just take this, take that right leg once again, just kind of shift back and forth so that your toes and your arches and your right foot really starts to get a little warm up as we just shift back and forth on our starting block. And then go ahead and step that right foot forward, come to forward fold once again. Drop your head down. Inhale, come halfway, lifting into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down and fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the top, flowing and reaching skyward. This time, exhale, bring your right hand down by your side. Left arm is going to reach over the ear. Turn and look over your right shoulder, reaching those fingers down towards your right foot. Stretching ever so a little bit more on the left side. Inhale, right arm comes all the way up. Left arm drops down. Take that crescent over to the left. Deep breath, open those right ribs up. And reach those left fingers down toward the mat. Inhale, both arms are going to reach up now. Exhale, dive forward once again and forward fold. Step it back to downward facing dog. Nice deep stretch in downward dog. See how long you can make your spine as you breathe up and down every little vertebra and stretch them. Nice deep breath. Relax and release. From downward facing dog, we're going to lift the right leg up for a split leg dog. And then we're going to swing that right leg all the way through, coming once again to low runner's lunge. This time we're going to reach the right arm forward. So right fingers are reaching far away from the left toes, seeing how much extension you can get in your body from toes to fingers. Inhale, bring the arm up to the top, coming to a lunging twist. Staying here, we're going to take the right arm and we're going to sweep it down and bring it underneath the right thigh. So we're staying in our lunge, and then we're going to inhale, sweep it back up. So let's groove together. Exhale, sweep it down and under. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down. Inhale, sweep it up. One more time, sweep it down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, bring the right hand all the way down. Drop the left knee to the mat. On your next breath in, lift up, arms reach overhead in Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Deep breath here at the top of your lunge. Exhale. Another deep breath in, and then exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Walk your hands backwards as you inhale next, straightening the right leg as you go, flexing the right foot, pressing the right hip back, letting the left hip shift forward. Hands can be on blocks or on the mat, either way. Breathing in, come up to fingertips and lengthen all the way through your neck and spine, and then exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, lift and lengthen, come to fingertips. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale and walk your hands forward once again. Come back up to low lunge position as before. Next breath in, you're going to lift all the way up to high lunge. Reaching your arms forward, up, and overhead, expanding your heart space. Pressing back with that left leg, staying nice and strong with the left thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, and then next exhale, step forward. Left leg steps forward. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, sit back in chair pose, Utkatasana. Lengthening down through your tailbone, gazing between your hands. Power pose here, nice and strong through the core. One more breath. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, carry them down to the mat, head dangling below. Widen your feet a little bit wider than hip distance and bend your left knee. Taking your left hand to the right ankle. Right arm reaches up for a twist, lifting all the way up as you turn from the belly, spiraling up through the heart. Deep breath, lift those right fingers a little bit higher. Feel that beautiful stretch on the right leg and down the IT band. Oof, that's a deep one. Exhale, unwind and forward fold. From here, step back to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up for split leg dog. So in, we're going to take that left leg all the way through, sweeping it up to the front for low lunge once again. Remember, in our lunges, we can use those blocks anytime. Knee is tracking over the ankle, right thighs lifting up nice and strong. Take your left fingers forward, reach that arm as far forward as you can. And then inhale, rotate it up to the ceiling, reaching upward in a lunging twist. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale this time, sweep it down and underneath the left thigh. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down. Keep it going, synchronizing with breath, feeling the movement enhance your energy flow. One more time through down. Inhale, lift it up. And this time bring the hand all the way down to the mat and lower your right knee. Next breath in carries you up into low crescent, both arms reaching overhead. Stay here for another full in-breath and out. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Walk your hands backwards and straighten that left leg this time. Flexing through the left foot, pushing the left hip back, and sliding the right hip forward. This helps even out your sacrum in the back and keeps your pelvis in alignment. Inhale, come up to fingertips, lengthen through the crown of your head. How long can you make your spine? Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Inhale, lift up to fingertips. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift up one more time. Exhale and fold. Walk your hands forward. Come back up to the front. Traditional low lunge once again, lifting that right knee up. And all the way now, engage your core to find your strength to lift you up and stabilize yourself in high crescent lunge. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale deeply again, and then as you exhale, step forward. Plant that right foot down. Inhale, upward facing hands. Exhale, sit down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Pushing your booty back, pushing your thighs toward the back, but lengthening through the spine the whole time. One more breath, nice strong, fierce chair pose. And then inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Once again, widening your feet. Bend your right knee. Take your right hand and grab hold of your left ankle. Left arm sweeps out and lifts up as you come into a folding twist. Bringing the left fingers up to the ceiling. Stay here for a breath. Lift those fingers high, reach into your stretch. Mindfully finding what's needed for you. Remember, find what feels good and honor your body. Bring that left hand down and forward fold. Walk, step, or jump back to downward facing dog. Maybe one full breath in and out. And then drop your knees down, press back to child's pose, and take 3 full breaths here. Use this pause in the action to come back to your intentions for practice. Let that be your guidepost to really get what you need and what is going to serve you best for your practice this evening. Come up to all fours, lift your knees up, and just walk your feet on up to the front of the mat. Go ahead and stand all the way, coming to a standing posture. Plant your feet down in mountain pose, and we're going to move through our first fulsome salutation of the evening. So we're going to flow through this entire Surya Namaskar A. With the breath. Remember, coordinate, synchronize, lift your hands up and inhale. Exhale deeply and fold. Inhale, lift halfway up to Ardha. Exhale and fold. Inhale and step back to plank. Then exhale, drop down to your belly, either in a chaturanga full plank or by dropping the knees. So lower down to your belly as you exhale. And then inhale, come up to cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, press yourself up to plank or tabletop. And then exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. And then exhale, bring that right leg through for lunge. Take the left foot down next to the right, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, use that breath to carry you up. Exhale, dive forward and fold once again. Inhale, come halfway up again, flat back. Exhale, flow down once again. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower down to your belly. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Take that little back bend. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to plank or table. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, walk, step, or jump up to the front to forward fold. Exhale and release your head down. Inhale, come halfway up Ardha Uttanasana, almost done. Exhale and fold. Flow with your breath. Let it carry you up all the way. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, release down, hands to heart. Take 3 breaths in mountain pose. Come back to your intention for your practice. Why are you here and what do you need from your practice this evening? All right. Keep moving. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back with your left foot and then pivot on both feet so that you come into a wide leg forward fold facing the left side of your mat. Your feet are now parallel to the ends of your mat. You're going to walk your hands backwards so that they're in line with the arches of your feet and let your head drop down. Carry the blocks around with you. You can take your blocks to support in this fold as well if you wish. Lifting up through the navel, engage the inner thighs. Remember, that's where your support is coming from, that lower core. And then inhale, come up to fingertips, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. This time, inhale, lift, lengthen, and bring your hands to your waist. Nice and strong. Core strength lifts you up. Nice and steady. Come all the way to the top. Open your arms out to the side and take 5-point star. Deep inhale, reaching your arms as far as those fingers will go. Still steady and strong through the center of your body. Inhale, bring your arms up, connect your palms together. Exhale, bring them out. Inhale, lift and connect. Exhale, bring them out one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Turn your right toes toward the front of your mat. Pivot your left foot so that it's at 45 degrees. Bend into the right knee and take Warrior Two. This time from Warrior Two position, let your left hand touch your left thigh. Lift up for Exalted Warrior. And then exhale, back, Warrior Two. Inhale, move with your breath, Exalted Warrior. Exhale, Warrior Two. One more time. Inhale, lift, arch back, and then come to Warrior Two. We're going to straighten the right leg. We're going to move into Trikonasana or triangle by reaching the right hand forward. Pushing that left hip back. Reach out as far forward as you can, and then bring the right hand down to your shin or to a block. Lift and extend through the left fingers. 3 breaths here. Slowing it down to really enjoy and take part in our triangle. Feeling energy flowing, being stable and balanced. One more breath. And slowly take the left arm down. Turn your heart so now that it's facing down towards your mat. Take your hands to your blocks. Move that right foot slightly over to the right, a few inches, so that you can square your hips to the front. Push the right hip back. Let your left hip slide forward. Now you're facing the front. Hips are square. Back is nice and flat, and you're going to reach the crown of your head forward. Breathe here in pyramid pose. We're now in Parsvottanasana, also known as intense side stretch. One more breath. From here, we're gonna bend the right knee. Let your weight come forward onto that right leg. Keep your hands on your blocks. And we're gonna move into standing splits by allowing the body to come forward onto the right foot and letting your left foot float up behind you. So it's a balanced position with your hands on the supports. Breathe here, lift that left leg as high as you wish. If you don't feel steady, you can always tap it down. And then bring the left foot all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back with the right leg this time. As soon as you step back with that nice long stance, we're going to move the body, pivot on your feet, and face the right side of your mat this time. Feet also, once again become parallel to the ends. In Prasarita Padottanasana, we now fold forward, walk your hands back so there's an imaginary line between the middle of each of your arches of your feet. Put your hands in line with that same imaginary position. Let your head drop down. Inhale, come up to fingertips, lengthen your head forward. Exhale, and drop it down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Keep lifting up through those inner thighs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and fold. This time, as you inhale, lift, lengthen, remove your hands from the floor or the blocks. Use your core to lift up strongly, coming up with a nice straight, flat back. Still using those inner thighs and quads to hold you strongly, and then open those arms out, coming to 5-point star. Reach and feel the energy flowing in all 5 directions. Inhale, lift your arms up over your head, connect your palms. Exhale, bring them back to star. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, star. Inhale, one more time, lift them up. Exhale, back to star. Change your foot position so that your left toes are facing toward the front. Right foot comes at 45 degrees now, reaching or pointing up to the left corner. And then bend the left knee. We're now in Virabhadrasana 2, facing the other side. Take a breath here. And then bring your right hand to your right thigh. Lift up, stretch, come to Exalted Warrior. Exhale, back to Warrior 2. Inhale, Exalted. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, Exalted Warrior. Exhale, Warrior 2. Straighten the left leg. Reach those left fingers out, way out in front of the left toes if you can. Reach them as far as you can, reaching your heart, perfect. And then you're gonna bring that left hand down. Right arm is gonna fly up, floating above. So your left hand is either on your shin or maybe on a block. 3 breaths here. Use this time to check in with your intention. Stay mindful to your purpose. You got it. All right. Trick your right hand down. Slowly bring it down so that you're rotating your heart down toward the mat. Place your hands on your blocks and help that left foot over just a couple inches to the left so that your hips can now square to the front once again. And when I say square to the front, you're shifting that hip position from Warrior 2 by bringing the right hip toward the front and pushing the left hip to the back. So that's why we need a little bit more space between the legs to do that. lengthening through your spine, crown of the head reaches forward. We're now in Parsvottanasana once again, or pyramid pose. Nice deep breath. One more. We're just going to let that left knee bend. You can keep your hands on your blocks. As we move into standing splits, shift your weight into the left foot and gradually let your right leg float up behind you. Use those gluteal muscles. Use your core for stability. Nice deep breath. Bring your right foot down and forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to the top. Arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward once again. Step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. You can take the vinyasa flow if you wish, lowering down, or you can go straight into child. That's where we're all going to end up. So if you want to take the extra vinyasa, lift up to cobra, and press back up. And we're all going to meet in child's pose now. We're going to take 3 or 4 breaths here. Reset, rebalance, revisit your intention for practice. Back up to tabletop position. I think we're going to move. I had a couple more things planned here, but I don't think we've got time for everything. So what we'll do here is widen your knees a little bit wider than hip distance. We're going to take the right arm and sweep it up, and then take it and sweep it down and underneath the left. We're not going to go all the way down just yet. We're going to inhale, sweep it back up. Exhale, sweep it down and under. Last time, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, sweep it down and under. This time, go ahead and thread the needle and let yourself come down on your right shoulder and just behind the ear. Relax and release through your upper back. Keep your breath steady. Keep moving energy through the body, through your mindful use of the breath. Nice and deep. Use that capacity that we've created. Back up to all fours position, and then take the left hand. Sweep that left arm up. Exhale, sweep it down and underneath the right armpit. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time with that lovely sweep. One more time up. Exhale, let the breath carry you down. Thread it underneath the right and let yourself come down on the left shoulder. Beautiful. Feel the warmth and the vibration flowing through your body. Press yourself on up to all fours. Come on to your seat. Extend your legs down the mat. Pressing your sits bones down into the mat. Really plant them down. Extend up through the spine. Let your shoulders relax and then move down your back. And with your shoulders in this nice relaxed position, carry your arms forward. Slowly start to lift them up so that your arms are reaching directly up. You've made this beautiful 90-degree angle with your body. Your feet are flexed. Take a breath in, lift a little higher through the crown of your head, and then exhale, fold forward in Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Letting your hands reach toward your ankles, your feet, or even your shins. And then stretch and reach your heart forward toward your feet. Stay here, and with each subsequent breath, see if you can lengthen a little bit more through your lower back and draw that heart forward. What was your intention for this practice? Stay true to what you need. One more breath here. And then slide all the way back up. We're going to take the left foot to the inner right thigh. Open your left hip out to the side. And just as before, lift those arms up. This time we're just going to fold over the right leg by itself. Letting the left hip stay open as we move into Janusirasana, head to the knee pose. So your belly is going to drape down toward your right thigh. In many, many cases, your head is not going to reach your knee, so don't worry about it if it doesn't. You're just aiming that direction, and now you're going to feel that stretch, especially in the area behind your knee. This is a really wonderful stretch to release tension in the hamstrings, and one that we don't get very often because it just creates a nice little area behind the knee that it's just hard to get to in any other posture. That's what I have found. Inhale and come back up to the top. Your left foot over your right. Go ahead and slide that right foot, slide your left foot toward your right hip. Let your left knee and your right knee stack sort of one on top of the other. You can see that in the video. Lift up nice and tall once again, and this time you're just going to gently, maybe not so much, you're just going to gently come forward, aiming your heart down towards your knees, and feel the stretch in the lower back, and with that internal rotation on the left leg, just gently let your weight start to come down. You may not come very far because this is a very intense stretch. I call this one twisted stick. It's a variation of Dandasana or staff pose. Lift yourself up. Extend your left leg long. Bring the right foot into the inner left thigh this time. Roll that right thigh toward the outside. Drop the knee down to whatever extent that feels appropriate for you. Lift up tall. Arms reach overhead. Fold over the left leg. And we're moving really slowly here. It's always important not to try to go to the full extent of any stretch on the first breath or two. Allow the body to get used to this new position. Feel where any tightness resides, and then with each subsequent breath, coax those areas to relax and release. And the idea is not to see how deeply you can go. It's not a competition with yourself or with anyone else. However, you may find, and
surprise yourself by finding areas and finding space to move into that you didn't know existed, as long as you take it nice and slow. Soft, gentle breaths. Head to knee pose. Slide your hands, come back up to the top. Take that right foot, cross it over the left leg. Slide the foot backwards, aiming it towards your left hip, and guiding your right knee down roughly on top of your left. Now, with your hands holding onto the mat for guidance, just let your belly and heart start to drape over your knees. Noticing all the little sensations along the way. Try to relax through your hips. Let your breath be soft. If you feel that you are at a point where you should go any further, then please stay there or even back off a little bit. Come back up to the top. Cross your legs. We're going to roll on down to the mat. Come down to your back. And just stretch all the way out. Moving right into Shavasana this evening. So just bring your body into a nice neutral position. Allowing everything to just spread over the mat. Feeling as though you don't have any boundaries, any hard edges. Just a liquid body. Feel the glow of energy that's still buzzing around physicality. And your breath soften down, coming into a more relaxed manner. Perhaps revisit your intention one more time. And if you feel that you stay true, good, and if you feel like somehow it eluded you, that you couldn't stay on track, it's okay too. The work of yoga is not about attaining a goal. The work of yoga is just learning to listen and know yourself better. Journey of the self, to the self, through the self. yourself back up. Taking your time.
Back up to center. Let's lift our arms up. Reach them into the space. And then exhale. Bring the energy we've created to connect to the heart center. The light in me is honored and grateful for the light within you all. Thank you so much for practicing this evening. Om Shanti and Namaste. Thank you. Hope that felt good for you all. Thank you so much for coming this evening.